Good morning, this is Cindy and welcome to my channel. And I started to make this and put this together and then I realized I probably should stop and do this on camera. So what I'm making today is just a little mini journal. I have here a small box, excuse me, a little bit of a cough left from my cold. It's almost completely gone, but talked to the pharmacist and she said this particular strain is a 4 to 6 week cold, and I am in week 4, so hopefully I'm done or very close to it. In any case, this is a little box that I had. Medicine came in it at one point, and so I, just like a cereal box, I took off one end and I started to cover it. I've covered it with an old piece of paper towel that I had used when I was doing some spray inking and experimenting with spray inks. And you can see that it is multicolored. I like that. And now what I'm doing is just putting a little bit of washi at the top and the bottom of it because the paper towel was almost exactly the right size. Hang on, let me get a little bit, I'm eyeballing it here. So I need something at the top and the bottom to really kind of hold it in, because otherwise you can see it's just kind of edged there. And that won't stay. That'll just fall apart if I don't put something there to hold it. So to that end, I am just putting a bit of washi at the top and the bottom. I don't know where this washi came from. It was a gift from my husband at one point. There's probably, oh, I don't know, 10 of these, 10 or 12 of these that are all in a similar theme, but they're mostly thin, and I like this one because it's a little bit thicker. Okay, let me just cut that edge off gently so I don't cut my paper towel. And I have a little bit of extra washi here, and I am going to throw it here because I have a little bit down at the bottom where I had to kind of piece things in. So we're just going to throw that down there. There's that other piece. Get rid of that. Stop sticking to me. Go away. There we go. Off my hand. So now I can do it this way, or I can do it this way, and then, you know, it'll just be up there as a little piece that hopefully nobody will notice. All right, I'm going to pause my video for a moment while I get the stuff that's going inside of it. And I see that I did not quite get that down. So I've used Fabri-Tac on most of this. Let me see how the regular glue stick works. We'll just play with that and see how that tacks things down. All right, I'm pausing. I'll be right back. Okay, so I pulled a bunch of papers. Let me get rid of my glue piece for a moment. And the first thing I really need to do is measure my inside measurement to see how wide these papers can actually be. I have 3.5 inches right up to the seam, so I probably want them to be 3.25. 3.25 and 3.25 is 6.5. So I can have them be 6.5 inches in width. So 6.5 inches in width. Let me grab my cutter here. I am going to bring it up here because I have a lot of cutting to do, and it's easier to do that up here. So let's come and bring this to 6.5, which is right there. This was a stamping off page that I've used, but you know, there's a lot of good stuff on there. So I'm going to just test it with this because this is a lot of experimentation. Okay, 6.5 works well in there. Put that down a little bit. Now what I would like are some that are a little bit taller. I'm going to go with 6.5 on this, 6.5 here, and then fold it in half. And that's a little bit taller. What do I have here that might be even taller? This is nice. That might already be close to 6.5 as it is. No, not quite. Still got quite a bit left on it. But I like how I like the height of this one. This one's actually a little bit tall, so I'm just going to take a little bit off of this one. I got some paper down there. Okay, I'm just going to take a little bit off the side, and then we'll fold it. So this is just a little mini journal. What I found is that depending upon the event, when I sell these at a craft fair, these tend to go a little bit faster. Yeah, that's the highest it can be. So let me measure that and see what the height of that is. Okay, 5 1/4 basically. So I can be 5 1/4 tall. What else do I have here? Got a book page. Let me make this, I can go this way and make it 6.5. Just by taking off that edge. And then go 5 1/4 this way, but I think I want more of this. Sorry, get rid of that out of the way. 5 1/4. I can fold that in half. And I will get out my bone folder and put these down a lot more in a minute. Where'd all my pages? Oh, they're there. Okay. So this will be, and I don't know how many signatures I want in this. I've got a bunch of papers here, so we're just going to kind of do off these papers and then see where we go. Okay, we're at 6.5 right there. This is from an old math book, but it had purple pages. How can you not like the purple pages? By 5 1/4. Well, I might be able to get 2 out of this one. Let's see, how much is this one? Well, it's a little bit short, but you know what? I think we're going to hang on to it, and now we have 2 of them. I kind of like the geometric designs there showing up. Okay, so we'll stick 1 in there, and we'll stick 1 out here. I'm just kind of piling these together for now. They are not in any sort of rhyme or reason. Okay, so how big is this piece? This piece is 8.5, so I'm not going to get 2 of them out of it. So let's go to 6.5. By 5.5, or 5 1/4, sorry. Now those extra pieces, of course, will not be wasted. They will end up becoming, well, bookmarks or who knows what. And not all pages need to be the same size. Case in point, let's go with 6. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make this one a little bit short, because if I do it at 6, I get 2. So I have a little bit shorter piece. 1, 2 more pages. Yeah, this is wide enough that it might be able to take two. Okay, how tall is this one? Ooh, that one is exactly 5 1/4. So we'll just go with 6.5. This is a piece of vellum. I don't know where it came from, but it has a pink cast to it. It's so pretty. So I'm going to put that in as a page. We'll dump that over there. I also have, this is some, okay, I'm going to have to cut this down a little bit this way because it won't fit. Come on, in my piece. Let me do it this way. Get a little bit less of a curve there. Okay, let's go with 6.5. this is going to be interesting because I don't have a straight edge on here. Okay, my straight edge is there. All right, let's just cut it down to a manageable size. Okay, now I know I have a straight edge there, so let me straight edge this side so I have a straight edge to work with. There. Okay, so now I have a piece that I really only want. Okay, I've got it this way. I want 5 1/4 this way. Too much math, guys. It's way too early in the morning that I'm doing this, that I'm trying to do all this math just to get this tiny little piece. There. I'm going to put that in there. Ooh, I have this really pretty purple. How tall is that purple? It's 5 1/2, so it's a little bit big. I'm going to have to cut it down just a tiny bit. So let's go 6 1/2 this way. And now we'll just cut down a little bit off of here. One little strip. Now, do I throw those strips away? Of course not. And this is 2 sides. Really pretty purple. I'll throw that in there. I have, this was a digital that I did at one point, and let me take the edge off of it because I don't think I want the white. And we'll take that edge off. So I hope everybody's having a good season so far. Weather-wise, we are looking at rain today and snow tomorrow, so it'll be an interesting mix. Okay, I want to go with 6 1/2 this way. And 5 1/4 this way. I'm sorry I have to say these numbers out loud, but I am dyslexic when it comes to numbers, and so I have to remind myself constantly of what it is I'm doing as far as numbers go. Our tree is going up today. I have this piece of brown. It's brown on both sides. How wide is it? Okay, so I'll be taking a little bit off. 6 1/2. 5 1/4. I have been making Christmas cookies. I also have this piece, and it is with the, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave that on there. This has a perforated edge, so it obviously came out of something. But I'm going to try leaving that on and seeing if it works. If it doesn't, I can always just pull it off, and it'll be a little bit short. That's all right. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, so let's see what we've got here, because we have quite a number of pages that can go in here. So I have 1, okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 pages. I probably should go with one more and do 2 signatures, but I think what I'm going to do is not, because like I said, there's probably enough room for 2 signatures. There might only be enough for 1. So let me go on the assumption that I'm only going to do 1 signature and start there. So I like these colors together. Throw in a little bit brown. Throw in a fancy page. I like the vellum. Maybe put the little page in next. Then the brown again. And the purple, I've lost count. Has anybody been counting? How many pages am I up to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could just do 2 7s. Yeah, see, I think that's plenty of room. I hope I'm in camera here. And look, my mat keeps moving on me. I've got to find a way to keep that mat from moving. Otherwise, you guys just going to be going, okay, it's a little bit. Okay, and because I'm going to sew it right through to here. I think. I haven't quite decided that part yet. Okay, so that's 7, which leads me with 1. Actually, I'll put that one on the outside because that's a slightly shorter one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, how did I count? I can't count, apparently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe I only have 14 pages, not 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I only have 14. All right, so what if I do this? There we go. That's going to work. All right, so I'm going to pause my video for a minute while I just sew these together. I do not sew on camera because I sew so badly. I am klutzy, and it is my least favorite part of sewing. I do think, though, because I'm going to sew it, I am going to not put the vellum in the middle. I think I want to change and put something a little bit stronger in the middle, maybe the purple, and put the vellum out here, because I want something strong on the inside to make that fit. And the same thing here. That's a good strong piece, so I think we're good. All right, I'm going to sew these in and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm pausing. I have not yet sewn my signatures, but I just wanted to pause and let you know that I have completely reordered my signatures. Because I did, in fact, have 8 in one. You probably were sitting there going, 8, you can't count, it's 8. So I have reordered my signatures a little bit because I realized with 2 signatures, I didn't want the vellum and the parchment paper in the same one. So I have redone those and moved the parchment paper over here. And then I decided I really kind of like the vellum on the outside of this one. So when the 2 journals are together, or the 2 pieces are together, it'll look like that. So I liked that, and so I have redone my signatures. All right, now I'm really going to sew them in. Be back in a minute. Okay, this is Cindy back again, and I made a mistake. I finished all of this up. I recorded it, thought I recorded it, went to upload it, and realized I never recorded it. So, yeah, I never hit the record button. So this is the signature, or sorry, this is the journal with the 2 signatures sewn in. The binding, you can see why I generally don't do a binding that you can see. I almost always do a hidden binding, because leveling it up, getting it where it's supposed to be, is just apparently beyond me. This one's too close to the front. This one's perfectly situated. And even though I had my marks on the inside, I still goofed it up. In any case, I may just put a piece of washi over the top, or maybe some lace on the outside when I do the cover. That'll probably end up getting covered over. I did leave a couple of extra pieces that I can do charms with. I don't know what kind of charms I want to put on there, because I really don't know what the theme is that I'm going to do with this. With the colors, I'm thinking something floral, something springy, something butterfly-ish. I don't know. I haven't gotten that far ahead. I really haven't thought that completely through. So I just wanted to get the journal itself put together. We will decorate this in a future video. In the meantime, I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. It's great to have so many of you here with me. There are some surprises coming up in the new year. I will be talking about those as we go along. In the meantime, this is a wonderful holiday season, and it doesn't matter what holiday you celebrate or if you celebrate one at all. Have a great holiday season. I am off now to go decorate my Christmas tree. That's the season we celebrate here. And, just a quick note, I celebrate, my family celebrates Christmas. My daughter celebrates Yule. My sister celebrates Yule. We all celebrate the New Year. But we have friends for whom this is Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah to all of you. And if you celebrate Kwanzaa or Diwali or any other of the seasons of light, I hope you have a wonderful season. Till later, this is Cindy signing off.